Material Global Info Analytics, and for now, open one institution because if you look at this kind of elections, they got it right about 97% a Global Info Analytics. Who said there be an account say never rubbish any push. Time pay mubia beba habi akwami yedim komubia, especially from the camp of the NPP. Global so Info Analytics. Musa Dankwa. Dabi Musa Dankwa de onyadi ene sa no man. If you look at the kind of results eba, and normal SEC and say me no eka say John Dramani Mama is a president-elect. It tells you, say, now they talk about the economy, and it was true. It got to a point the economy was in shambles. The performance of the economy was abysmal. If someone picks the dollar from 1 cedi 20 pesos, you could see 4.2. Now, so they take over, now it costs 17 Ghana cedis. Now, terms of 17 Ghana cedis near Papa Chain, 4.20. NPP from Kwanameti say idea 17 is what idea 4. People had issues with it. Kwame amount for so eka job creation. Me kaisa job creation no crash some crano. I was even contesting it, saying who had the NPP for in terms of government, and then the figures that are coming in Kwame, there was a lot of inconsistencies about it. And it's but today, Kwame, I want to do some intellectual exercise with you. Now, the person you Ashanti region. 96.3. The reason why I do Ashanti region is if you look at elections, you could be Obia on a stronghold, Obia will be an war. So going for elections, if you're able to make sure that they are a stronghold, no, Kwame would me protecting ye, it me consolidating a lot of votes. It means that the opportunity for you becoming party in power is extremely high. Now, if you look at the NDC, Omojetum say winning voter region, not just winning alone, but winning emphatically, getting nominal votes, and in terms of percentage, number 1891, the possibility of them coming to power is high. The new patriotic party for Sujitum say when it gets election, Kwame so much mean when it do na wa Ashanti region. Now NPP timinya be 76 the NPP timi win abano. Don't forget, Kwame in 2012 elections, NPP had 72% in Ashanti region, still they lost the elections. So sometimes you look at the voter turnout. Now the kind of percentage ever, then it gives you a clear mindset. This political party many break, so they are going for this. Now Kwame, if you look at the NPP in 2016, before coming to 2016, if you look at the NPP, now be a catch was said this is the time for the NPP to recapture power from the NDC and make sure they have to wrestle power against the NDC. Now, after money 2 million, and by be a bit me abo moment maji 2 million will be Ashanti region. Now, Kwame, if you look at 2016 elections, now the new patriotic party in Ashanti region, Kwame, Omunya 1,640,694. Representing 78.98. Kwame. Now, if you look at this particular figure, you can run the figure to be 76% in Ashanti region. Now, may catch us anytime you are going for elections and the voter turnout, from the register, Kwame, say even 75% or 76%. Now, MPP means 76% in Ashanti region. A foregone conclusion, they won the elections. Now, Kwame, the NDC, 503,497. Representing 23.32. So if you look at 2016 elections, the new patriotic party wins emphatically our Ashanti region. At that material moment, you could see some amount of commitment and dedication, and a lot of people were yearning to make sure that they're not doing it. We have to go for change. Now, I will make a statement, and I agree with it, and I buy with it. We'll say, anytime I have you see people coming out in their numbers, two things. One, either they want change, or two, they want to acknowledge or appreciate the effort of the government. And to if you go to Baby to say voter region, Kwame, anytime you see them coming out, they want to make sure they want to appreciate the effort of the NDC. If you look at Ashanti region, anytime you see the NPP coming out, now people coming out in their numbers, so my boom for the NPP. But if you look at voter, any Ashanti region, Kwame, a direct opposite. Now, a direct opposite, they say, anytime you see people in Ashanti region not coming in their numbers, then a problematic. Then it tells us a recipe for disaster. Now, come look at this. If you look at 2016 elections, the NPP gap between the NDC and Ashanti region, Kwame, 1,137,197. And there are two about here in Ashanti region. The votes between Gorefe and Nado Danko Akufo-Addo and John Dramani Mama in Ashanti region in 2016, Kwame, 1,137,197. Yeah. Now fast forward, we go to 2020 elections. Kwame, that I make this case to you, say, if you're able to identify the problem, you have to get solutions for it.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at the 2017 2020, the NPP gave Ghanaians a lot of goods. And free senior high school, or my free ambulance, or my normal the economy was in a good position at that time. If you look at Ghana economy and another down from their first step, Kwame, it was growing at a faster rate.
Of course, it was being described as one of the fastest growing economies in the world.
Thank you.
We're doing so well.
And when
first,
so if you look at the first thing, they are giving good governance, good economy, ambulance, free senior high school. The new patriotic party drops from 76 to 71. 5%. Thank you. Now, if you look at the new patriotic party, Kwame, 1,795,824. And this near 653,149. But the NPP forgot something. The NPP fee and said they were just looking at the nominal figures. But they were not careful about the percentages. Because at that time, John Dramani Mahama has moved from 23% now coming to 26%. Anytime we are going for elections, Kwame, between the range of 27, 8, 9, or 30% in Ashanti region, very suicidal for the NPP. It doesn't speak well for them. But the NPP were just looking at the nominal figures. They forgot about the voters register. Some voters registered in 2016. No, there was an increment in the voters register in 2020, and it's not correct nominal figures. Now, Kwame, it is going to deceive you. But in terms of percentage, the NPP dropped. Now, Kwame, NPP nominal figures are
your number one breakfast show.
1,142,697. Now, can say become a bitch NPP first? No, Jack. I did estimate for it to be a percentage of 55 because it's 60%. Now, in the 2020 elections, any parliamentarian or winning from 55 to 60% to be it was extremely difficult for the person to go to 2024 elections and win. Now, Kwame, let's look at this. If you look at elections, the Electoral Commission tells us, amount for a register 18,774,159. Kwame, Omo 11,430,531. Come look at this. Omo man to abanya 7,343,618.
That's the entire country.
It's a huge number. This kind of figure can even bring a president or make me president. Yes, 7 million. No. Or make me president.
It's a door to sing.
Thank you.
We elect current president. President elect. Figures on Twabano.
Thank you. Secondly, Ghana you about you about you. If me Twabana rejected ballot me 239,109.
Oh, no quite take.
Oh, no quite me between number three.
Number three.
Kwame say serious thing, you should not joke with it. Now, boy, our responsibility to make sure so NCC fund liquidity Kwame Obama Muska to do a lot of exercise and education. They have to enlighten Ghanaians on how we vote, because Kwame is not a good thing. Now rejected ballot on it's not a good exercise. Now, Kwame, let's go into the figures. John Dramani Mahama 628,397, representing 56.55. Mahmoud Bamia 4 million.
It's not 600. 6 million.
Mrs. 6 million.
Was it 600?
Okay, thank you. 6,328,397. Kwame, representing 56.55. Now, if you look at Dr. Mahmoud Bamia, 4,657,304, representing 41.61. Now, Kwame, let's go back into 2020. Now,
I mean, 100,000 figure kick being there.
100,000 figure.
Who they share me?
Now, Kwame,
go to 2024. 2020, right?
2020.
Okay.
Now, Kwame, if you look at 2020, the NDC in Ashanti is 653,149. Kwame T. Now, in 2024, only 697,076. Now, if you look at in terms of gains, nominal votes, Kwame, we have 43,927. It tells you, say, Mama, do you understand?
The performance was said 2020 performing. That's according to the figures. Because as for they invaded Ashanti region, people came out. You see, in politics, okay, but we are another twist and another angle that I'll add to you.
6.3. So it tells you, said John Dramani Mahama. One said that they be too exceptional in terms of the nominal votes na Ebano. But the NDC had a target, Kwame. Their target was they have to get 30% in the Ashanti region. Now, they get the 30% with a surplus of 3%. Meaning that they are able to identify their problem, their challenges, they've had solutions to it. And when you're 33%. Now, Dr. Mahmoud Bamia Kwame, on your 41.61, the whole Ghana. In Ashanti region, Kwame, almost 65%. Now, if you look at the percentage, Mahmoud Bamia, you go back to 1996. When J.A. Kufuor appeared on the ballot paper for the first time for the New Patriotic Party, he gets 65%. It tells you, so the Ashanti, when it comes to votes, they rejected the NPP. Now, Kwame, look at this. If you look at the NDC in 2020, Makato. Now, if you look at the NPP in 2020 elections, Kwame, 1,795,824, representing 71.5%. Now, Kwame, come to 2024. Now, 2024, what if you get a young best show? It tells you, sir, a month for rejected the NPP in Ashanti region. Kwame, now look at the votes in Ashanti region. I'm taking you back to 2020.
Not just say, it was the people in Ashanti that rejected the NPP.
Thank you.
But rather, it wasn't as if the NDC outperformed in the Ashanti region. Oh, okay.
Now, Kwame, look at this. In Ashanti region, Dr. Mahmoud Bamia for the 2024 elections, 1,366,800. 1,366,800. Kwame, it tells you, say the NPP. If you look at
2020, you know what you're saying?
2021 million 795,000.
That's huge.
824.
That's huge.
Now, if you look at 2020 minus 2024, for MPP, I have 429,024. 2020 and 2024.
And Mama gain no yeah 100 say.
Mama gain in Ashanti 43,927. It's what?
But rather over 400,000.
Yes.
Anka, here we are, Krano. You are working with Yasha register no.
Yes.
I'm a new
Abraham Christian High School for example.
If you are able to maintain of 400,000 no, that can over 1.7 million no nya no.
Still.
Nanka ebia ubenya even
1.7 b.
Ubenya you could have.
Now look at
I get it.
The most disastrous aspect here. Kwame, if you look at Ashanti region, more register in Ashanti region. 3,765,303. What they rejected ni bibia bomo Kwame, 2,135,973. And it's Ashanti region. Omo man pianto aba in Ashanti region Kwame. 1,629,330.
Over 1.6 million.
Of close to half
of Nipe Tuaba and MP.
Okay, so only J.A. Kufuor didn't come on. Okay, say Miura. Voters apart
2008 when you were exiting. I remember the question I asked him when you were exiting. He specifically mentioned Ashanti. The people in Ashanti region didn't vote. Yes. It was second round. No more realized. They say, hey,
yes.
You know, Sanka Abawe. Second rounder. But that time, Mahama was majority.
So I got the
campaign. Males, I want the majority.
Thank you.
And now we have because the campaign is going to be difficult for you. But we are who cause them.
Kwame, I'll come there. In 2008, we'll be less than 30,000 the president.
Of course.
What I say, time declaration make it.
Yes.
Kwame, if you are asking question, say now who cause them? Ultimate responsibility lies at the doorstep of the leader. Another
Nana Ado, Dankwa Akufu Ado,
yes.
You're talking about the regional chairman.
Saying we are specifically
in the Ashanti region. Okay.
Another you doom lighter. You move and another Dankwa Akufu Ado. But you know why?
Of course.
He has to appoint over 8,000 Ghanaians and fix them to key positions. And ECG boss me money Akufu Ado na saho. So as no munyam sheba me body. Kwame, if you look at the NPP in Ashanti region, the performance of the NPP executives in Ashanti region was abysmal. It was symbolic. It was below belt. And Kwame and if you look at the NPP in Ashanti region, going for this kind of election, there was a subdivision in the party. Kwame, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to open up and tell you the truth. Kwame, there was a sub-division, the executives of the New Patriotic Party in Ashanti region, and you could see clear factions in the NPP. Kwame, Edru baby, people who are duly elected, ayato badia yomo. Now, Nkofobi occupy youth organizer, Ebiya organizer, Ebiya treasurer, and it's Nkofono. They had issues with the original chairman because they feel and think say, yato badia yomo, and these are their mandate, these are their right. No matter what the original Chairman Wontumi and making sure that he's going to suppress them. Kwame, I'm taking you back to 2016. When NPP won the election in 2016, Kwame, as I make an Opa Gogo said, do your checks. And Kofu Anom kita greater portion of the NPP. I make charismatic leaders. Now Kwame kita larger constituencies in the region. Oh, Mweni Abano, Obia 3 Hakoi. I don't know whether coincidence or deliberate. Kwame, lawyer Justin Kodia was the youth organizer. Meboa, Okodi Greater Accra. So kwa ye boss. Ana kwa meboa.
Lawson FM.
Kwa Dr. Manaf. Oko pharmacy council. Say what they ko MC. Kennedy Kankam Eko Kodi MP. A whole lot. And if you look at Nkofonum kita greater constituency in MPP in Ashanti region. Omo mbeti mini wuntu mejina ho akasa de we de wo ya no nya adwen no. All of them omo free kroma koy. Nje duru wasa no. No ho kwan so wa point amanfo. Ena da Kwame. Say na ye general manager na catch say kona ko fan ko fo no betima ye adwuma anya hwe Franko bebam because Franko ye wakora won ne nam ntoje so betimi Franko ye adwuma. One people were not looking at competence, they look at people they can deal with. And Kwame, a group baby won't become too powerful in Ashanti region whereby a man for credit channel on fa in 2024 elections. Yako Kwame Bashan, if you look at the inner circles of the MPP and confirm yet duly elected was fighting against the original chairman. Campaign launch. A day before, you have 6 people who are duly elected coming out to register their displeasure, telling Payinfo say, "Sa papa we dey yent mini nyal because papa ni fo bo maye." Kwamo kaya François Munya kasa say, "Baby dey na do no, want me has sideline them." It is making sure say nkofo kwa yen proban fam wo mo no, on e dey omo ba. Kwame, if you look at the official campaign team omo launch here, are you not surprised? Some people who are duly elected, only one person was part of the campaign team. And I come here. Ni past 6 mo kan so me from Judas Iscariot rebel group any sanko for ISIS and they want to fight into memo I say now François am you know only one person. Kwame, what the politics say a campaigner now is about the regional why pan and ka organization events session inside Kwame boy when it comes to organization events why pan and ka say the session inside when it comes to regional campaign. Thank you. Who may be a regional organizer ko say identify groups. Do you know why? Because it is where you open fact. He was having problem with the original organizer, original chairman. Kwame, if you look at Kwanya Wontumi when he started, Anna Kwame Yabonabaso. Now, people are saying, why? Because if you look at the NPP executives in the Ashanti region, Kwame, yes, you must fail you. Kwame must fail poto. And yes, you must fail Kwame. They have failed. Failure, tan. And ultimate responsibility has to lie on the desktop of the leader.
Okay.
Are you not surprised? So you have the general secretary who hails from Ashanti region. You have the national treasurer who hails from the Ashanti region. You have the national chairman who is a half Ashanti region. Then you have the treasurer who is from Ashanti region. Now, Kwame, upon all this, the New Patriotic Party couldn't even get 70% in Ashanti. Kwame, are you not surprised? You're not surprised. So these are true Ashanti region people. The organizer, the party chairman, the general secretary, the treasurer. Kwame, these 4 key individuals are key actors who hails from Ashanti region. Near to a baby, no home region, Kwame. Omanya just 65% are problematic. And Kwame, Babi the NPP should go for early Congress. I'm telling you.
I think they would have to do that.
They have to go for early Congress.
But you see, I'm happy you're going into the nitty-gritty of Omo Party, you know. But I won't single out one person. The executives now more regional. All of them have their blames.
Really?
All of them.
Educated.
All of them.
Educated.
I'll tell you. My guy just said they are postmortem that we would do.
Yes.
We should take our time on certain things. I don't want us to gamble all together. No, baby, you know, there are days that will specifically come to them. Yes. when Baumia about Bontio Becase near money be or now on the president in the way, and so when he comes he will change certain things. What was the response? What was the response? What was the response? My friend, the regional chairman, of course, a human, in as much as the regional organizer, the regional youth organizer, but they all have their sins. I'm telling you.
Okay.
All of them, they all have their sins.
Okay.
When now baby Adena Drono, it is because they are now Obina yet regional chairman, and so give the dog a bad name and hang it. No, but I am telling you,
96.3.
when Yeti say we start, see a baby near Maswa, you will see certain things.
Okay.
All of them.
Okay.
But I say way forefront, yem piano, yem for unco, yem piano, no, yem fan unco, or your unqua, yen say or unqua. Franco, take your time. We'll deal with all of them. One after the other. You're running in
we're going to Kwame.
Yeah, sure.
So now if you look at if you look at the one percentage, the percentage Domama the BT by men elections. Kwame yao.
When you're 40,
14.94%.
Is it though?
Me say it's been sida.
It will be difficult to say we be seeing.
What say?
It will be difficult to say we be seeing.
Kwame so.
Me say it will be difficult to say we be seeing.
Possible to be better myself. If they present a candidate who is not loved by the people. No, let's realistic and objective.
Oh, make us say, sorry, it will be difficult.
I says 56.5.
I'm telling you.
Mama,
I'm not telling you, sir. You present a weak candidate, but I'm talking about this record.
Mama, Obekano Crepra, Chegana, one Suda. So when you're 56.55%, one Suda. The Kwame, a group by Binas who be ye. Now, man for Kansam, there be a Kansam Baku. Once a woo of Hefra on. Opa me and so comes to see Kwame. By Bia Yasaman con, when I have boy ya and Ranamoyan in Nabusha for interview. Once and I'm not too spiritual inclined, but what some power? I said the busy and a man or Conessa, never missing young coffee or semi coffee. Kwame, Mr. Yes, no. What me tenacity dinner beside Jose. And to the new patriotic party, Kwame. Hey, what's up? Would you to me so proud? NPP ban our elections.
Also, me person here dey kakra bi na mame. Me bo figure bi ma obisa say 2020 elections.
Yes, 2020.
And this year say nominal vote. Oh, this year.
Mame check him 2020.
2020. I want us to do something quick. The whole entire year, John Mahama nya saying, and Nana Akufo-Addo nya saying, nominal vote. Me person me hear dey kakra bi. 2020 results.
2020. Nana Akufo-Addo 6,651,000.
651,000. Okay. In 28.
50.42. NDC. John Mahama. 6,094,478.
94. Yeah, Boboni Bio.
If you look at Nana Akufo-Addo, 6,651,028.
Okay.
Representing 50.42.
And John Mahama is
6,094,000.
94,478.
And it is 6094.
Okay. 478. Okay,
representing 46.
I say John Mahama vote this year, no? Saying 6 million saying. This year.
6 million. 328,000.
328.
397. 697.
397.
Yes.
I think I found calculator and bill.
So
that's 6,094,478, you know.
6.
But you're free 6,096,328,397. 328,000 397. No number me figure now I can.
60.
Me never starting common me can be now. Where is that figure coming from? That be ready.
Kwame.
You understand where I'm coming from?
I said my two baby now.
Exactly.
Now there they made the ban.
Exactly.
So
what they are here? What it means is that Mahama almost got the same number on himself. The other winning here no Kurano and Ru Akufo-Addo there na or the winning 2020. Figure Mahama the winning.
Yes.
And Ru Akufo-Addo there na the winning 2020.
Yes. Yes.
What is here? So what it means is that a MPP for
what kind of catch on Muntie?
Yes.
And I come here Kojiska and NDC for the show and a Franco and a Ugu party. You see, the truth is a better pure. What kind of credit you on Pewasem? Kwame, what kind of credit you if you surprise the will of the people? Now make sure as how many basic
and now Boswa Okase Osan Ashanti region who NDC you see in politics. Yes, in politics if sometimes you can't get them, you confuse them.
Thank you. You convince and confuse them.
Yes, you can't get them.
Yes.
They won't vote for me. But you see, there are strategies that you divide. There are strategies, there are ways and means that you do in order for them not to come out there. Yeah. Okay, if you won't accept what I'm saying, don't come and vote at all.
Thank you.
I will not force you with a gun. Never to me to just don't go and vote. But I will tell you certain things. Everyone show
confuse you.
No one bro.
And they had a strategy.
And I'm telling you, it worked perfectly.
Well calculated rehearse. And on the edge, man. And still on any bravo. Masa,
dear the brother,
and Nibra Bow Krum had now me say for the first time, Kwame, and conform some new good party. And so, me say Sandano, Pamikanya me. No, or more fresh from hey, and someone on the Kwame Kasani and Ukraine grow. And I'm saying, yes, that is the reality to hit it.
And I pay, my memo. Ora Enoch Amwakunsia. Memona Basso Papa, former Ashanti Regional Security Coordinator.
The man who came here.
On the case, NDC will get more than 55% of the vote. Mama had only the idea Yetimi can say, oh, the margin of error. Margin of error now. Wait there and they are applicable.
Plus 1 or minus 1.
Yes, wait there they are applicable because he told me here, Sir Kwame, a Juma ye di a good form. In terms of intelligence that we have picked, in terms of the things that we are doing, this morning I dove my heart.
Thank you. Give me a standing ovation.
Let me give that man a standing ovation.
Give me a standing ovation.
I will stand on TV for
Thank you.
I will stand on TV for this man.
Give me a standing ovation.
I will stand on TV for this man.
Let's give me a standing.
There was no opinion poll that came close to Mahama. He was the only person who came here and Mahama will get 55% or more. Yes. That was what he said. So, plus 1, minus 1. Absolute right.
Now, can I say a question?
Absolute.
Who Bisano? Bisano said, Jasmine, is this because?
Yes, because
Mr.
Yes.
Region now, come once, region now. They have really worked. And now, can come in. It's either they confuse you, if you look at the NPP. Every project be on so many Ashanti region, no more timeline. Adia bakwa mo no. Branca Inland Port, March 2024 near year. So we refer you. Can you tell